Hello everyone! In this video we're going to be going over the standard deviation for chapter 3 and how to compute that. So first let's go ahead and take a look at the formula. This is the formula for the standard deviation in chapter 3. The S stands for the standard deviation. The X represents each individual score. The X with the X bar over mean, this is the mean of all scores, and N is again the sample size. So we know we're going to need each individual score, the mean, and the sample size in order to figure out the standard deviation. So here we have a set of scores. So 0, 2, 8, 4, 1. So we have a total of 5 scores. So I like to kind of have like a little key for myself sometimes to help. So N in this case is going to equal 5 because we have a total of 5 scores. So the first thing that we need to do is we have our X's. Now we need to figure out the mean. So the way that we do that is by adding up all of our scores, which comes out to 15, and then dividing it by the total number of scores, or N, 5. So 3. So our mean for this set of scores is 3. So the next step, we've done that. That's step 2, finding the mean. The next step is to subtract each individual score and then find each individual score and then subtract the mean from it. So 0 minus 3 is going to be -3. 2 minus 3 is going to be -1. 8 minus 3 is going to be 5. 4 minus 3 is going to be 1. And 1 minus 3 is going to be 2. Now the reason that we're going to take the next step in squaring all of these values is because if we didn't, all of these values would equal up to 0. So if we take -3, add -1, add 5, add 1, add -2, we should get 0. And as you can see, there is some variability within this set of scores, so we should not be getting a standard deviation of 5. So that's why we take the next step here in squaring each of these values. So when we square any negatives, it will make our values positive. So you take -3 and square it and you'll get 9. You take -1 and square it, you'll get +1. 5 squared is 25, 1 squared is 1, and -2 squared is 4. And then finally, we want to find the sum of, sorry, this pen's not working very well. The sum of these values is 40. So take a look at what we just did. This right here is the numerator right here. So we know we're going to be plugging 40 into the top of this. And then our denominator is going to be n minus 1. So remember, n was 5. So our problem should look like this. So we're going to have our standard deviation is equal to the square root of 40 over 4. Remember, n minus 1 in our formula here. We have n minus 1, so that's why we're putting 4 here in the denominator instead of 5. And so we calculate that, and you should come to the square root of 10, and then the final step would be to take the square root of 10. And so our final answer, our final standard deviation, is going to be 3.16. So it's pretty easy, not very complicated. Just quite a couple times of practicing this problem, and you should have it. Down pat. So again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. But do so early enough in the week so that if you need another video explaining something, I'll have time to do that. Thank you all and good luck.